All right, hi guys. I'm Callie from Oklahoma State University. I'm majoring in Human Development and Family Science with a option in Child and Family Services, but my degree track is I want to go to optometry school. So I'm kind of balancing all of the extra science classes on top of my major, so that's super fun. I guess a little bit of my job history was I worked at a store in my hometown, Ada, Oklahoma, called Scraptopia while I was in high school, and there I was a checkout clerk. I helped people pick out scrapbook paper. I helped with birthday parties and teaching like craft classes and just showing people the way of arts, and that was super fun. I'm pretty creative, and so I really like getting into like showing people like different things like mixed media arts and stuff like that. And then another place that I kind of built my job experience was Stillwater Center for the Arts, which is now Prairie Arts Center. It's actually funded by OSU, so it's a branch of the university. I think it's also on options for like the internship site list, so that's cool. That was a pretty tough job. Even though I was just a desk clerk, it came with a lot of responsibilities. I answered the phones, I scheduled people for classes, I contacted them about becoming members or if they wanted to renew their membership. I actually decorated sugar cookies, and so I taught a couple classes there, and that really helped me learn some good people skills about about how to deal with those difficult people that like aren't really so open with their communication skills, and like kind of like breaking through and like letting them really like get to know you and like things like that. So, those people skills are really something that everyone I think needs to learn, and you just kind of have to do it through experience. It's kind of trial and error. So, those are like two of the places that I've worked. I also babysat a lot growing up, so I know a lot about kids and just kind of like how to have fun and let loose. I guess some of the places that I'd really like to intern at would be the first one would be St. Jude. Um, I think probably the farthest I would go for St. Jude would be the Oklahoma City office, just because I don't know that I would want to be alone in Memphis living for a while during the summer, maybe. But St. Jude is just really something near and dear to my heart. I'm actually a member of Tri Delta here, the sorority at Oklahoma State, and that's our national philanthropy. And so last summer I had the privilege of traveling to Memphis and getting to meet some St. Jude patients, taking a tour of the hospital, and just kind of learning the ins and outs of St. Jude and like why we do what we do. Danny Thomas just kind of wanted to like make a hospital that would treat anyone and everyone that's under the age of 18 that is suffering from cancer, and no one has to pay for a bill. What their insurance doesn't cover, or if they don't have insurance, they will pay for it all. And all of that comes from like donations, and like every penny that like gets donated from anyone like us. So that's super neat, and just like the fact that one day cancer research could go from like 80% of like no kids dying to 100% is awesome. And I would just really like to be a part of helping like plan some of their donor events in the Oklahoma City area, and I think that would be super cool. Another place would be Make a Wish and being like the wish granting intern, and just kind of like seeing like those kids like dreams kind of come true and like come to life in some of their most challenging times, and I think that would be so rewarding. I just really have a heart for kids and like just like getting to know them and like having fun and just like really just like letting them be themselves. And then another one would be the Family Resource Center here at Oklahoma State. One of my friends actually that I met when I was a freshman here, she was their intern, and she just did several events like planning carnivals, planning like community game nights, and really just building like a sense of community with all those kids and like families that are like in the community area of the Family Resource Center. And I got to meet some of like her advisors or like bosses, and they were all like super nice and just really kind of poured into her and like showed her like how to have a heart for the people. And so I think that like either of these would be beneficial to me. Ideally, I would like to do something in the field of optometry to kind of work on my people skills and like kind of like furthering my readiness for my professional school application. but I think these would also be beneficial. So, thank you.